I am Ramyashri. Welcome to my channel Ramya Jyotish. In the last video, I explained on Guru Shukra's Yuti in Karkatak Rashi from Medini Jyotish perspective, mundane predictions. And in this video, I will be continuing with the same Guru Shukra Yuti in Karkatak Rashi and the predictions for all the 12 Lagnas. So you have to see these predictions from your Lagna and not from your moon sign. You may even watch from your moon sign, but the higher amount of impact will be visible from your Lagna only. So if you know your Janma Lagna, then please do watch it from that particular Rashi. If not, you can find out your Janma Lagna by entering your details in one of the astrological websites and taking out the horoscope of yours. Or you can even connect with me via DM or via email to know on that. Okay. So let's start this analysis. So first let's take Mesh Rashi. So for Mesh Lagna natives, this conjunction activates your 4th house of home, mother, property and inner peace. So this is an exceptionally auspicious time period for purchasing property, renovating your home or investing in real estate. Your relationship with your mother also will strengthen. Domestic happiness increases. You may acquire new vehicles or household comforts. Spiritual inclinations may grow and you may invest in home temples or sacred spaces. Students will benefit from a stable home environment which is conducive to study. So this is definitely a favorable time for Mesh Lagna natives, but from buying any new property, new vehicle or purchase of a new home or entity. So this is good for family harmony and also for education and all other materialistic comforts. But caution is you have to avoid excessive expenditure on luxuries. So this Lagna, Mesh Lagna will have a good time from materialistic comfort, but you should not be extravagant while acquiring that. You have to definitely keep your point and also have to keep your budget also in check. Because just because you have money, spending out $1,000 or thousands of rupees, lakhs of rupees just for a simple stuff doesn't make sense. Because now currently Shani is in 12th house, so he's making you spend like anything. But later when he comes to your own Lagna, it can be a bit nightmare as well. So that's why please be very cautious on your spending is what I would like to advise. Next, let's come to Vrishab Lagna. So for Vrishab Lagna natives, this conjunction Yuti falls in your 3rd house. So 3rd house represents communication, courage, siblings as well as short travels. It also represents your talents and unique skill sets. So this activates your skills in writing, speaking, media as well as creative art. So people of Vrishab Lagna who are in journalism, media or as a content creator in any of the social media, YouTube, Instagram and all, you will find a golden phase. This will be a golden phase for you. So relationship with siblings also may improve remarkably, and short journeys may prove fruitful and very pleasant one for you, and your confidence and initiative may receive a boost from Jupiter's wisdom, because Jupiter in the 3rd house, even though it is in Maranakayak Sthan, because it is exalted, it can give you wonderful results related to that. And Venus here adds charm to all your communications. So that's why this time period for Vrishab Lagna is very good from writing, media, siblings, business communication and travel. So as a caution, I would say guard against overconfidence in decisions, because Guru in 3rd house won't be able to support you in many other ways. So you have to be confident but not overconfident in your decision. So because Guru is not a Karaka for 3rd house, because 3rd house is for hard work, efforts and also for Parakram. But Guru is not a courageous planet, it is a wisdom based planet. So that's why you have to be quite smart and wise enough to understand the certain techniques. Okay, so that's why Vrishab Lagna natives, this is definitely a golden phase for your talent exhibition as well as for enhancement of your skills. So please do make the best use of it. Next, let's go to Mithun Lagna. This powerful conjunction activates the 2nd house of wealth, speech, family and accumulated assets. Expect significant financial gains during this period. Income from multiple sources increases. Your speech becomes eloquent, convincing and blessed. Ideal for negotiations, teaching or counseling. Family atmosphere becomes harmonious and joyful, and food pleasures increase and you may explore fine dining or cooking. So investments made now have a strong potential for growth, because this conjunction in second house is activating your Dhanubhav as well as your savings house. So whatever investments now you make, that in the long run will give you very good fruitful results, and hence this is very favorable for wealth accumulation as well as for investments. Also for family bonding, because second house is Kutumba Bhav, and also for eloquent in speech, that is Vakchaturya. So only caution I would provide for Mithun Lagna is avoid overeating and unnecessary financial risk, because what happens when Shukra is in second house, he gives everything in abundance. Guru also will give you wisdom to make the best use of it. So you have to blend the both nature of Guru and Shukra, and then you have to give. And because these planets are aspecting your 8th house, they will give you some spiritual wisdom as well. So invest in that is what I would like to advise. Next, let's go to Mithun Lagna. Next let's go to Karkatak Lagna. So for Karkatak Lagna, this conjunction is in your Lagna itself. So when you have two Gurus in your Lagna, that means you have everything. Because Shukracharya or Shukra is known Sarva Shastra Pravaktaram. He is someone who has the knowledge of weapons as well as on the scriptures. Because that's what Shukracharya was known as. Sarva Shastra Pravaktaram, who is well known in Shastra as well as Shastra. So this quality is what you can find in yourself. So you would be able to excel in many things at the same time. But at the same time, you will be pressurized or you will have to handle multiple stuffs, because of which you may tend to lose your patience. Because of Mangal, the 10th Lord in the 10th house, is aspecting your Lagna. So that assertiveness or that aggression may take overboard for you in career, and that may cause distress as well. Now from 19th of June, even Mangal also will move to Vrishabh Rashi, which is 11th house, good transit. But 9 and 11 getting connect will give you great amount of wealth, but it will also spoil that the flow of income also for you, because you will be extravagant in nature, which you have to avoid. Because Budh will get Vakri and then he'll go back to Mithun Rashi, which is the 12th house for you. So you have to keep all this in consideration, and that's why I would say this conjunction in your Lagna definitely gives you a transformative and auspicious time period. So your personality radiates grace, wisdom, charm, and your health improves, everything. But you have to stay grounded, you have to stay humble, as well as you have to spend only to the extent it is required. So you may also face that extravagant nature in you, and you might have to avoid it. So for Karkatak Lagna, this is an excellent time to launch new ventures, personal rebranding, or begin any significant life undertaking. So spiritual growth is definitely profound, and for Karkatak Lagna natives, this is a once in many years blessings of having both Guru and Shukra in the Lagna. So make the best use of it, because as I mentioned before, an exalted Guru in Lagna combined with Shukra gives both abundance as well as wisdom. So blend the mixture of both and make the best use of it. So that's it for the Karkatak Lagna. Next, let's go to Simha Lagna. So for Simha Lagna natives, you were terrified of Shani's 8th house placement. Now Guru in the 12th as well as Shukra in the 12th will give you some amount of relief. Why? Because Shukra is the 3rd and 10th Lord in the 12th house. So some kind of foreign travels might be possible now, or kind of spirituality, liberation, that also is possible. And while this can indicate increased expenditure, because if you have to travel abroad, if you have to even go for spiritual life, or even for a better environment, then you might have to spend a lot of money. But Jupiter and Venus in the 12th house will make sure that you get right deals and the right areas, or you will not be spending for any unnecessary stuffs. So each and every penny of yours will give you good result itself. So if you are spending 1 rupee also, it will give you good amount of result only. So this will give you meaningful investments or meaningful expenditure is what I would like to say. And all this foreign travel, meditation retreats, pilgrimage, charitable giving are all actually possible during this time. So you may benefit from working abroad or in behind the scenes role, okay? And also sleep quality may improve. So if you are working as a bureaucrat, or if you are working as someone who will assist the government or assist a political party from the back door, then you will do really well. And if in a foreign land already, so comfort and success will increase. So this is very good for foreign travel, for spiritual, charitable work, meditation, all these stuffs. But you have to control the unnecessary expenditure and you have to maintain financial discipline. So that's it for the Simha Lagna. So next comes Kanya Lagna. So Kanya Lagna natives are very luckiest, I can say. Both the gurus, the second lord in the 11th house, 7th lord in the 11th house. So what else you need? So any Kanya Lagna natives, for you this is one of the most financially rewarding transit. So income surge, targets are met, long cherished wishes come to fruition, social circle expands to include influential and spiritually inclined people, elder siblings may bring good news, group ventures, professional networks, community projects flourish, and this will give you a good income boost, gains, networking, wish fulfillment and group projects. But be very cautious about any new association, because joining a new firm or joining a new place or something new partnership also may turn out to be very problematic for you, because currently Guru is in 11th house. That's the reason he is aspecting your 7th. Once he comes to the 12th house by November, and next year when Shani moves to the 8th house, it will be more tough. So if you are taking any decision regarding your career, business, partnerships, be very careful. Next comes to Tula Rashi. So for Tula Lagna natives, your 10th house of career is what hosting these two planets. So you may get all of a sudden a very good prospective, lucrative job. And because it is Guru and Shukra, it will give you a very prominent position which is as a authoritative power also, and where you have authoritative power also. And it will also bless you with a lot of abundance of resources. Because Shukra is not just for money, it also for resources. At times, even if we are ready to pay lakhs and crores also, we may not get the suitable resources. That's why Shukra's presence is very important. That's why one of the Shukra's Rashi, Vrishab Rashi, is known as the Rashi of resources. It is having an ample amount of plenty of resources, and that's what Shukra will give you in the 10th house. So if you are working in any big firm, or if you are a business person, entrepreneur, and if you are looking for employees who can help you out, so this could be the time period you may find them. And not just that, this is the time period which I can say has career defining period. So for Tula Lagna natives, promotions, new prestigious positions, business recognition are likely. So creative professionals, designers, artists, actor, musician may find exceptional success. Your professional relationships improve greatly. Business deals with grace and diplomacy may succeed brilliantly. So government favor or public recognition may come your way, but you have to be very careful in maintaining work-life balance, because Mangal is in the 7th house and will move to your 8th house by the mid of the month. So that may hamper your family life, because Mangal in 8th will aspect your 2nd house. It is its own house, but there will be some kind of problem, because Mangal by nature is a quarrelsome planet. So you have to be pretty careful and you have to manage that work-life balance as well. So this is definitely favorable for your career advancement, business, reputation, creative success, everything. So make the best use of it. Next let's go to Vrishchik Lagna. So for Vrishchik Lagna, this conjunction illuminates your 9th house of Dharma, fortune, higher education, spirituality, long travels and father. So this is a deeply auspicious period for spiritual growth and higher learning. Foreign travel for education or religious purpose is highly favorable. So your relationship with your father or guru receives blessings. Publishing, teaching, legal matters and higher education also will prosper. So good fortune follows is what I can say. But divine grace is conspicuously present. So this is highly favorable for higher education because 9th house is activated, and because it is a this one Dharma Bhava, even your luck, fortune as well as pilgrimage, everything is possible right now. Your fortune will favor, but your fortune will favor when you are brave, because your Lagna Lord Mangal is well placed in 6th and he'll later come to 7th. So that's when 5 and 7 will get connected, and your love relations also may prosper and also may reach to a stage of marriage as well. Generally, Vrishchik Lagna natives are very introvert and doesn't share everything. They're very mysterious and they are a Kit Lagna, right? So they don't reveal everything. So if they are into any secret relationship and want to convert it into a marital relation, this is the time period you can try approaching your family members or even getting everyone in your relatives and fix the marriage as well. So there's a high chance of getting married also for Vrishchik Lagna natives. So make the best use of this time. So that's for the Vrishchik Lagna. But because your Lagna Lord Mangal, when he comes to 7th house around 19th of June onwards, you may find yourself be arrogant or very assertive or dominating others, which is something you have to try to avoid. Next, let's go to Dhanur Lagna. So for Dhanur Lagna natives, this conjunction Yuti of Guru Shukra happens in 8th house. So which is very good for sudden events, inheritance and also for research related, but it can even give sudden loss or some irreparable damage as well. But because Guru and Shukra are the Shubha Grahas, and for Dhanur Lagna, Guru itself is such a good planet, he won't let that happen. So you might find yourself very much interested in spirituality, or you might be interested to learn occult subject, you might be interested to learn Jyotish as well. So this conjunction or this transit in 8th house will bring some hidden opportunities through research, through Jyotish, through transformation, and you may receive unexpected financial windfalls or even insurance benefits, and you might be blessed with inheritance as well. So interest in astrology, tantra, yoga and metaphysical subjects also will deepen. Marital life sees deeper emotional bonding. So this period supports deep spiritual practices. So this is favorable for research, occult studies, joint finances, inheritance and transformation. But you have to be very cautious for health issues and you have to avoid risky ventures as well. So this is for the Dhanur Lagna natives. Next, let's go to Makar Lagna. So for Makar Lagna natives, 7th house of marriage, partnership and business relationships receives Jupiter-Venus blessings, one of the most auspicious transits for relationship matters. Singles may find life partners and married couples may experience a renewal of romance, commitment, trust, everything, because Guru Shukra in 7th house means it's also the sense of belongingness along with the conjugal life. So that's why it's pretty important. For business partnerships formed during this time may be blessed with longevity and prosperity. So legal disputes related to partnerships may resolve favorably. Overall social grace, charm and attractiveness increase. So it's favorable for marriage, partnership, business alliances, legal matters, romance, etc. So for all these matters, this transit is very good, and for any kind of new startup, new ventures for Makar Lagna, this is a very good time period. But avoid any kind of over dependency on a person or even on the partners, because that might harm the situation, because that's what Shukra or Guru will. It will make you do everything, but it will not build a system the way Shani builds. Because Makar Lagna is Shani's Lagna, you have to behave, or you have to even have that elementary aspect of Shani Dev, that is building the foundation in a very great and in a majboot way, so that everything else will go smoother in the future, so that it doesn't break down later. So that's what Makar Lagna people have to focus on. Kumbh Lagna. So for Kumbh Lagna, this transit happens in 6th house. So health, service, enemies and daily routine, everything is seen from here. So chronic health issues may see improvement with proper treatment and due to lifestyle changes. So service oriented work, healthcare, social work, teaching gives immense satisfaction. Who are into mainly health related sector, you will see victory over enemies and competitors is indicated. And also work environment may improve and colleagues may become supportive. Pets and small animals bring joy. So financial debts may be cleared, and this is very good for any kind of competition or clearing debts and all. So health improvement, service, everything is possible from this house. Caution, you should not overwork. You have to maintain health routine diligently. So this was for Kumbha Lagna. Now let's come to the last Lagna, Meena Lagna. So for Meena Lagna natives, the fifth house of creativity, children, intelligence, romance and past life merits is powerfully energized. This is a golden period for creative expression. So writing, music, dance, art. So students excel in academics and competitive exams. Romance blossoms peacefully. Romance blossoms beautifully. Those trying to conceive may receive blessings. Speculative investments like stocks may yield good returns. Spiritual practices deepen and your intuition becomes extraordinarily accurate during this time. So this is favorable for creativity, children, romance, education, speculation and spirituality. Avoid excessive indulgence in pleasure because Shukra in 5th house will make you so comfortable that you will forget working hard also. So at that time you may not get the required results. So having or going for family planning, living a comfortable life is important, but you have to even focus on the other steps as well. So that's for the Meena Lagna. So I have covered all the 12 Lagnas and I hope you liked it. Please do drop in your feedback in the comment section. If you want to take my consultation, please do refer to the link in description, or you can even visit bio where you will have my website address or www.ramyajyotish.com, and you can book an appointment with me. For any other queries, you can email me as well. So thank you so much and